is live.
So where you're at?
Yeah.
Yes, I purposely spelled Phoenix wrong.
Hey. It's your way of protesting.
PHO. Yeah. He holds it to the O.
I purposely spelled it wrong. I didn't give it M.
Do you want a mask for this?
You got anything to say about what we're doing today? Well, we're
Last I
going to be.
checked, we're doing Trapwire, right?
Trapwire.
That's correct. Trapwire. Yeah.
Which is for the government tapping our phones, our internet.
Surveillance.
You can even read out a sheet if you want to.
I do not read out sheets. That's for you to do.
There you go.
I speak my mind.
You want to say something too?
I definitely think that after this, we should definitely go down to the other walk.
Well, I think
The
they
other
made me
protest.
Yeah, but
coming
people
down
are supposed to meet here. We don't want to lose anybody.
Well, no, lose anybody now. That one's not till 2.
And I think that's marching down Mill once it leaves, so I was thinking we could just be out here. But I'm not
sure?
100% sure on that.
I'm not 100% sure on that
Yeah.
one either. If it's a walk down Mill or they're just going to be in front of the beachwork.
And what is that one? Another trap?
That's the protest. It's called Slut Walk.
And it's
Okay,
It's
I know.
protesting the sexual
Abuse of.
abused and the rape victims that the police decided to sit there and go, well, if you didn't dress the way you dressed, you wouldn't have gotten raped. Oh, so it's our fault that we got raped? Yeah, thank you so much. You wonderful individuals that are supposed to be protecting us. Fun.
I agree.
Get better.
You want to read the paper?
Somebody can read the paper.
Yeah. Okay. You can look at it and read it. Let me back up just a little bit. Go ahead.
In August 2012, WikiLeaks revealed details about a system known as Trapwire that uses facial recognition and other techniques to track and monitor individuals. Captured on countless different closed-circuit cameras operated by cities and other institutions. The software is billed as a method to prevent terrorism, but can of course also be used to provide uncredited surveillance and data mining capabilities to governments, corporations, and other institutions, including many with a history of using new technologies to violate the rights of citizens. Trapwire is already used in New York, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Texas, DC, London, and other localities.
Thank you.
Probably good day. Are we go for a walk at Emma's?
Not yet till we collect everybody.
Peter's here.
Do you have any message you want to say on camera?
Oh no, dude, I don't like cameras.
What if we allow you to wear a mask?
I'm already.
Cool.
I'm pretty identifiable.
Hi guys. It was a game.
I try.
I don't do full facial masks.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Well, I pretty much leave it up to what people want to do. We've got some masks, we've got some flyers, and we've got 5 people left. Supposedly we've got another person coming with more masks, but they're not a very on-time person. So I assume
Who's
they will
this
be
other
here.
person who's supposedly not on time?
Well, on camera, I don't know if they want me to say. They're confirmed on Facebook, so I always feel like, how secret are you? But hey.
Welcome.
Are you coming to join us? Just going down to Slut Walk area?
I guess vintage you guys.
Hey, cool.
Get a little early.
I'm doing
Yeah.
both. Doing Slut Walk and this. It all works. Represent up.
Want them to see the One Nation under surveillance.
Cool.
We are the one nation under surveillance. So there's still not
Well, let's talk about that.
So you can go down and
Like, should the Constitution
then they
protect
pull
us from
the
surveillance?
pictures and
You
stuff
want
like
to talk about one
that.
nation camera?
Depending. I mean, there are some good uses to the factor of having the surveillance cameras tapped every now and then.
Yeah.
Because you can catch criminals a lot easier that way, especially really bad criminals, but at the same time, there is the Invasion of Privacy Act that a lot of governments are just going, oh, well, we're just going to fuck that one.
Yeah.
I definitely don't think they should be tapping people's phones, because there are some private things I would like to discuss to some of my people
Well-
without having to, like, you know, I think somebody's listening in.
Should there be warning signs when you're on camera?
Yes, there should be warning signs, like this has been tapped.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, your webcam just got tapped by the government. I should probably put clothes on. Nah, I'm kidding, I don't need that.
And should it be just the government that has that access, or should it be third parties, which the IRS now uses? So they basically
The IRS does that now too?
Yeah, they
What the
send your
hell?
tax information to third parties if you don't pay.
No.
If you pay and everything's good, you're fine.
Well, I
But
haven't
third
paid my
parties get
taxes
the collection information.
since 08 because I haven't worked since 08.
Well,
So
well, that doesn't really mean there's money to collect. So I would think you'd be fine.
yeah.
If you were working and not paying, then a third party would get the collection thing, which, as I understand it, includes a lot of your tax information as to why you owe and what you owe.
I honestly don't think the IRS should be taking as much taxes as they do
Yeah.
because we're actually the biggest country to be in debt
Hey.
because we keep taking from China.
I remember what happened with the schools. The schools were loaning out laptops to their
Yeah.
students, and then they were turning on their cameras subvertly and watching their students in their room, which I
And
thought was atrocious.
was that authorized top down? Was that individual?
They said they had the right. Oh, I don't know. They said they had the right to do it because it was their laptop.
Yeah.
But I think they should have notified the student that that was one of the things that they.
Because if the student's under 18, I would think the parents should be notified.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that would too. If the student's under 18, the parents should be notified that at any point in time we can turn on your child's camera.
Yeah.
And the student should also have to sign a waiver sitting there and actually read the damn waiver.
Hey.
Assists her and states at any point in time we can turn on your laptop camera.
Well, there's a question right there. Do you think waivers work as they are? Should they be limited to one page so you actually read them?
Yeah. And in bigger print.
Yeah.
Go to this. It's like I'm looking at a thing and I'm looking at the fine print. The rest of the print is 12 font.
Yeah.
The final print is all like 4 font, so I'm like, I can't see this. Give me my glasses. No, my bigger glasses. Magnifying glass too.
Does Trapwire affect freedom to assembly, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of the press in any way, shape, form?
Yes.
Well, elaborate if you can.
Let's see here.
Pick any one, or pick them all.
Factor that a lot of people who don't follow the Christian religion are all the time getting blasted.
Yeah.
That's what's bugging the hell out of me. I mean, I walked down Mesa going home to a bus stop, and at the time I was wearing my pentagram.
Yeah.
And I got pulled over by Mesa PD, and he's looking at me going, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm going to the bus stop. I'm going home."
So it's just you're on foot. And he
I'm
still
on
pulls you
foot.
over,
He
you're
pulls me
suspicious,
over,
basically
asks for
because
my
of that.
ID. I'm like, "Why did you pull me over?" I wasn't doing anything that I knew of.
That's the thing about Trapwire is I hadn't heard about it before now. So can you guys describe it?
What?
Just a videotape.
You guys want to describe it? Do you want to
Talk about it?
read off an info sheet? Like, what do you feel is dangerous about surveillance globally, linking up cameras?
We should not be surveilled all the time. We should have it to a certain extent so it doesn't intervene with our lives.
And you should know when you're being filmed.
Yeah.
So what is Trapwire? I mean,
Well, basically, as I understand it, it links up a lot of already existing systems.
okay.
So the camera to camera working together to actually track information further, to actually track, like, say, facial recognition, eye, apparently what you call
Retinal
it. That's what I'm
scans,
looking for.
voice recognition.
So
Basically, they
facial
can track you as you walk down the street from one camera to the next,
Also, like the
and they
TV
could
the
follow
cameras
you.
on the
Oh, yeah.
street walls. Like,
Yes.
They're trying to push those even more because they're everywhere.
I know Paul Babu from Pinal County Sheriff. He was talking about getting the retinal scan things for the sheriff department there too. So
Yeah. Well, they did that. They did that at the courthouse for me. They took my retinal scan. They took my facial. They took my fingerprints.
in this county.
And like, what do you want? Yeah.
Okay.
I literally asked him, "It's like, what next? You gonna take my DNA?"
You feel like talking on camera? You can have a mask if you do.
I have one at home.
What's that?
I have one at home.
There
I
you
was
go.
just curious what everybody was doing over here.
It's
Talking
Trapwire.
about Trapwire.
One nation under surveillance. Yes.
Oh.
The incorporation of all the surveillance
Well,
units
we
into
can also
one,
give you
so they
my
can monitor everything at
Cool.
once.
I was just curious.
Yeah, but thank you for stopping.
So speaking of the police, I mean, you guys expecting WPD to show up and
If they
do the
do,
usual?
good luck.
Well, this one we did it as invite only for a while,
Oh, okay.
and so it just went live Friday.
Okay.
And that seems like usually, even though we're not doing anything that I would think would be illegal, other than maybe really extreme definitions of loitering, meaning that like if you're here for 2 minutes you're loitering, you know?
Oh, they win.
Like nobody else does that around here.
Yeah, you're on the lap.
The street kids do it all the time.
Like that would be the most illegal thing we're doing.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's not to avoid that. That's just so there's not cops when we show up here.
I know they were really weird about when you guys were trying to plant the garden thing
Yeah.
right down the street. Up on University.
Supposedly they even contacted the store owner at like 2 in the morning because he was letting us like the Tippy. What I can't remember what it's called. It's a co-op there. It's not really a co-op, but it's like a whole store. Yeah. Like apparently they contacted him because he'd given us permission to meet in his lot, and so they gave him like a nice direction call about his business license in the middle of the night. Is my understanding.
You're going to lose your business if you don't get these people off your lawn.
Yeah.
I saw the videos that Michelle Lewis had made when she was on the parking garage
Yeah.
out there. There, I guess was it Mickey? I think or somebody was out there.
Yeah.
Or Jeff. I don't know.
No, it was Mickey.
Mickey. Okay. They're giving him a hard time. So.
Yeah. They got quite a bit questioned, I guess, for why they were coming and where they
I think
were.
they detained Mickey from what I remember seeing for a little while.
I think they detained, but I don't think
They didn't arrest him. They
Yeah.
detained him. Settled back a little bit.
Yeah. They questioned 2 little kids who came out. I thought that was kind of interesting. Like for a while. Because they were making with washable paint, as I understand it.
I know the sidewalk show I talked about. I went out there the day after and got a bunch of pictures of it. I'd missed the actual event, unfortunately, but I know the chalk stuff was there for days. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't even clean it up.
Well, that's
Which, I mean, I'm surprised the PD did, the city
Right.
didn't clean it up. I'm not talking about Occupy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's such a danger to put down that I'm not worried of it.
Oh my god, the people are riding on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Shocking. Not.
I saw Peggy Blues is supposed to be at the thing later today, and
Like
so
the
I bet
sidewalk?
she'll be.
Yeah.
She always works up good when she's around. So.
Yeah. And at least in Phoenix, I'm kind of under the impression they've stopped trying to arrest her for that.
Yeah.
There's no point.
Right.
After a while, they kind of go, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Give up.
She doesn't have to go to work the next day. I mean, what is there to really mess with?
You know how long it was supposed to be
Like,
waiting?
rolled away. Courts, I think, usually for those like that is just time served.
Yeah.
And she has time to go to court. I mean, for like a lot of people who got arrested on October 15th or technically the 16th, it was after midnight. Like a lot of those people, it's like they did get the case got thrown out. It was just basically they got the time served for the one night. It got I think ultimately dismissed with no charges with it having been wrongfully arrested. But mainly that's 6 months of court dates and time in jail.
The hassle.
Yeah, for anybody
All
who's a
that
teacher
ha-
or
all
anything
that
like that,
hassle.
the fingerprint issues. You know.
Did you guys go on my record or not? You know, for something
Yeah.
that matters. Something good.
I don't think any of it ultimately did, but I think
Right.
during the time that it's until it's somewhere in a process, you like maybe it's I think working in a daycare sort of setting, couldn't go back to work until everything was at a point of this is what they decided. You know, because she had to have the fingerprint clearance with kids, and that gets suspended. I think when you're in the processing of something, even if it turns out to be completely thrown out.
Well, if they show up here, I'll run faster than Allison. She's got her own
There you
business, so
go.
we don't have to worry about it. I gotta work somewhere, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
My job is pretty open.
They do fingers.
Sure how I would explain
Like if you are opening an account or something like that.
Yeah, but it wouldn't cost you your job.
Yeah.
trying to get people lots of different ways.
Yeah. And it's in more systems than it's.
It's like part of the New World Order is that they use microchips to plant it into people's skin
Yeah.
and have that ability to track them. And if you don't want a microchip, then they kill you.
Hey.
Genocide.
Well, but at the moment, I think we're not that far along. I think it's you can get away with a lot of things as long as you don't want a bank account.
We don't want to
Gotta
get
bank
that
your
far
bank,
along.
so
That's
no
the
direct
problem.
deposit.
I would rather
You
not
can't
get that
choose
far
not
along.
direct deposit. You can choose not to work. You can choose not to have a bank account and carry all your cash.
I prefer doing that.
Yeah.
Or,
That you
or-
gotta
or
be
go
aware
to
of.
desert school because desert school so far hasn't done anything wrong yet.
Yeah.
That's why you got to beware of the cashless society because they have more control over you.
Right. And I'm saying like that, like for chip things, I would assume that would be. Because I think there's a few places where they already have chips where you can do some scanning for medical.
Is it
I would assume. Yeah, Mexico has it for some of the government.
Place to be.
So it's like, I mean, I would think the next thing would be your banking, like your records are there, your credit's there. And you don't have to have credit, you don't have to have banking. You can just be like cashless. I've got cash, and less and less places take it. Less employers offer, pay you in just a check, it's paper, instead of like direct deposit.
Use your credit card things, like that.
Yeah.
Just little things.
Even registry for most things, you need credit card now.
Yeah. I saw like
Yeah, practically everything you buy on the internet now you have to have a credit card for.
Yeah. Very few money orders, anything.
Ridiculous.
I mean, what happened to money orders? Why are we just putting them out of business?
even if you go to a vending machine, you can use your credit card.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What?
Guy in yellow is calling the PD.
Hey.
The guy in yellow. Where is it?
What guy? The guy
The
with
Tippy safety
I know
patrol guy?
that because he immediately sat there and turned on his mic and looked straight at us.
Yeah. Is it illegal to film out here?
Now,
I got
as
no
far as
idea.
I know, I mean, the college students do it all the
Right.
time.
Oh, there's a guy filming a guy skateboarding over a bed.
Yeah.
Well, there's not like an exciting film permit thing they can get you under.
I've got a press pass. Like,
There you go.
They want it.
Yeah.
If I had to pull it out, I'll pull it out.
Hey. What do you think of the idea that Mill Avenue recently became like no amplified sounds and things? Like, I was at a city council meeting when this came up, and there was a guy who came in who moved on Mill Avenue, had gone to ASU for years, had never heard of the idea that there would be loud noises at night on Mill Avenue, and he was very upset about this. And the city council's like, we have good news for you. We're banning that. So it wasn't just from him; they were already banning it. But I'm just saying, like, for that guy to seem like that was his story.
That's a little bullshit because
Yeah.
they still have concerts every now and then. Or that I've got friends who live about a mile that way.
Yeah.
We got on top of her roof and we could still hear the concerts that were going on over here. And we're like,
Well, don't they have people out here
that's
performing?
loud.
Like,
They used to
street
have
performance?
like all kinds of performances, and I gather that just recently, like a month ago,
Oh, okay.
has gone
I haven't been down
into
here in a
illegal
little while.
status.
oh, you can hear it.
You can do it unplugged,
Okay.
still, is my understanding.
Well, like a
But
horn or something. Probably not.
problem, I don't know on a horn actually. I think there would be a sound limit, and there would be the no plug-in, no amplified. I think, but I haven't really seen it tested. I'm not down here enough.
That's just down here.
That's yeah, because this was the big arts area with all the little indie shops and all the little, creative art things. Like they used to have a Roosevelt Row, and they kicked a lot of those out. And now they're kicking a lot of those out here. And it's not like any of the indie businesses are mainly here anymore either. But
No, the little businesses are pretty much gone. They're
Yeah.
all pretty much.
Or you can't afford the rent, can they?
yeah, same with Roosevelt to some degree.
Just like New York, they have the mayor with the soda. You know, I have this amount
Yeah.
of soda.
And I agree that
And,
soda is bad for you. But I
They're
don't
fighting
know
that
I
there
feel
too.
They should decide for you. You can't have it. I mean, especially when that seems to me like that's just to get you to just buy 2 small sodas.
The businesses are fighting
Just,
that.
buy a soda here, go to the next Circle K, buy another small soda, go to the next Circle K. Get the equivalent of a 44 ounce, but pay 3 times at 3 different stops.
Hey, buddy, you want a large soda? Shh, don't tell nobody.
Gotta drive to Canada.
Hail Canada.
So that's kind of where we see Trapwire, I think, is just like an extension of all of these things, like urban camping to just get anyone, anywhere. There's a lot of allegations that I don't know if are entirely true with Trapwire that can pick up and try and determine sort of like dangerous tendencies and like these look like gang
Who's that
signs,
masked
these
man?
might be dangerous, these might be people congregating in a dangerous way. So the police can be dispatched before danger actually
We're trying to
occurs,
trap
which-
that wire, but it's
I mean,
very
I think-
hard, you know?
You guys are here loitering. They're probably
Yeah. I mean, I could see where that could be good in a
He's
few
solar
cases,
powered.
but I think mainly that's going to be just to rouse homeless people.
Nothing right now.
You know, teenagers are gathering outside somewhere.
I'm charging my battery pack in case my phone dies.
Listen, they're not shopping.
Did you need these?
Sure. I mean, we have the option to give them to people, get them to do things.
I have a few more.
Yeah, I've offered it to a few people. Yeah. We have a small and a large.
small thing.
Cool.
Actually, did one with the description on it. That'd be good.
Actually, I'm gonna return in a minute. I'm gonna
Cool.
go feed a couple homeless people.
There you go.
Be back.
More masks have arrived. And when he returns, we'll figure out what we want to do next, if anything.
Probably start hoofing it.
Hey, we can do that.
You can do that.
We're out here, we're getting a little attention on Trapwire, we're talking to some people.
That is the funness of us.
Yeah.
It's the angel.
Thanks. I love the Invader Zim shirt. So following the idea of the anonymous mask V for Vendetta Trapwire, you have the idea that in the movie, the masks are there because you have the surveillance system that's set up. So he sends out masks to everyone, basically so they can have a day where they're not being watched, where they can have some privacy. So that's kind of where the masks tie into today.
I just hope we don't go that far.
Well, that we don't go that far as people, or the government doesn't go.
The government doesn't go that far.
I mean, I think they already kind of are. I mean, you have a lot of people being rousted for just everything. You have the dispensaries. I mean, you had the trial yesterday for White Mountain, right? Where we still don't have any dispensaries that are open after the law passed in 2010 to allow them. And this is a law we already passed in 98 and 96. So it's our third time trying to do medical marijuana. 2 years later, no dispensaries.
We only had a couple of dispensaries.
Not that don't really get shut down, basically, quickly, I think. Like White Mountain, I thought open, but they're in court.
Yeah. And then there's another one down on Thomas and I want to say 31st Avenue. I want to say that area because that's kind of what, because we saw like this huge freaking building right there, and then there's the food bank. It's like medical marijuana food bank. I love it.
So maybe the idea is we don't have any dispensaries that are legally allowed to stand.
Which is kind of bull.
Yeah.
Like, didn't we legalize medical marijuana?
We're on our third time trying.
Well, the governor hates the feds except when it suits her, so
Yeah.
in this case.
The county attorney is prosecuting right now, Bill Montgomery. You have Michael Kelsey, the opponent, who's going around trying to say he will not prosecute the dispensaries, he will not prosecute the don't really do prioritizing. That might be true. I don't know. I'm not endorsing him necessarily. I'm just saying it is a campaign. What's that?
Think he's got a shot at getting any votes?
Well, my understanding was he ran before, got 25%. About, and that's as a third-party candidate.
Which isn't bad.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think he has a chance of getting like a third of the vote. He is campaigning more than last time.
We're live on live stream.
But I don't know if I think he has a chance
This
to get 50%
broadcast
plus.
to live through this.
Like,
This is a broadcast that broadcasts into this transmitter.
I don't think he did much.
Transmits out
Whereas here, he's going to events more. he's actually going to an event later at, I think, Giant Coffee.
No, you just go online and you
which
can watch
is talking about the top 2 primary
at King
debate
Hacker,
issue, like 21, I think, is the proposition.
on new live
I think
stream.
that's going to turn out. Well, it seems like there's a lot of money
I will
behind
have
it.
to look into it.
So
I have an old live stream too,
where
but
it seems like most people like
this won't work with the old,
don't
so I
like
have to
it,
set
don't
some
think
other
well of
stuff
it.
up so I can be
But
on
there was
both
so
at the
much
same
money
time.
invested in getting it on the ballot.
Well, I'm seeing a lot of
Right now, it's just new live stream.
Yeah,
They force it because the broadcast will only work with the
I've
one.
seen a lot of Republican applicants to it, I've seen a lot of Democrat applicants to it. I'd be personally surprised if he shows up there, but you never know.
yeah.
It's you just created your own little
Right.
hotspot.
And I don't know
Yeah.
if it's even, if I feel it is up to the people. So I feel like there's always like these big advertising pushes.
Right.
People can get informed, but
They
I think
probably
commercials
don't.
tend to win. And if it happened, because it seemed like there were just people everywhere collecting signatures, going on the light rail. I was told getting their tickets paid for, because I saw people get escorted off the light rail for getting signatures on the light rail for it.
Okay.
Going on saying this will help the third parties, and this will get Green Party and Libertarian Party somewhere, which I don't understand, and they generally couldn't explain how it would help, but
Yeah, it seems a little fuzzy to me.
yeah.
I got a lot more reading to do about it.
Yeah. I would definitely prefer like ranked choice or one of the other methods that are out there if they're changing it. But I mean, the mayor's election is basically top 2 right now.
Okay.
I don't in Phoenix. I don't know that people really like are excited about that. You know. So that seems like another weird thing to me. I mean, there are other states that have it. There are other cities that have it. It doesn't seem like anything I've seen advertising for it talks about comparisons or it works well here or here's anything good that's happened with it before, which seems to me like you want to do.
So it's looking into it, seeing what the effect is.
And in the mayor's election, I don't know if it's really all that bad, but it just seems to me like it's not really that different to some degree. This year you had basically, I would say, 5 conservatives, 1 more Democratic person. They technically can't put down their parties, but that was obvious in their philosophies. And so you ended up with the one kind of more Democratic person, I think, getting the Democratic vote and getting in there in the elections. And the divide between the 5 candidates that were more like Republican aligned, and pretty much those are the people who were endorsed. Like those 5 candidates had Republican endorsements, the one had Democratic endorsements that was on the Democratic side. It's not like it's really hit, I feel.
Right.
You know, what their party preference is or background or beliefs
I'm
are.
not really sure if this really matters anyway, because you
Yeah.
still got the parties working to get their people in.
Right. So I'm saying, I mean, it just came down to basically Republican versus Democrat anyways. You know, I
As
mean,
fun as what they are, I guess.
yeah. I guess,
That way you got the even split and you got people going up again.
yeah.
This would depend, I think, a lot on redistricting and, you know, what the ratio of party voters
doing
are
like a
in
walk
the district too, so who gets in.
Soon.
And
I would think top 2
And the other guy comes back.
Yeah, I would think. Just new redistricting.
So you'll have 2 Republicans running instead of 2, you know, or 2 Democrats, or
Which, like Ben Quayle and David Swigert probably would have both made it into the top 2, I would think. So you wouldn't have had Ben Quayle out of the election. But, you know, I mean, that's one case. Whereas now it's David Swigert versus, apparently who his opponent is.
they're just suddenly come up. Oh, that's CD9 though.
Yeah, no, that's a different district.
Yeah.
Who does Swigert?
Sure, I don't know.
Yeah. But I'm just saying it probably would have been the 2 famous ones getting in there. And in that case, they're both Republicans. But I think in any case, if there's 2 famous ones, they're getting in there. You know, I mean,
It's gonna come down to who has money to advertise.
yeah. And without redistricting, they would have been running against each other anyway. So. Yeah. There were like 5 of us there. It wasn't anything particularly exciting, but we were there. You know, we talked. We had some fun, hopefully. I think more and more is moving away from meetings and becoming like, let's do a class, let's do a discussion, let's do an action on like a specific topic. Which I understand.
Hey, that calendar you guys were passing out at the concert the other night, is that on the community press website?
All of those events should be.
Okay.
I mean, it basically the physical calendar. The only thing it
I
does.
forgot to pick one up, so
Yeah, I might even have one here.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
There was a No More Death meeting you had on there. I wanted to know the date for it. I forgot what it was.
Let's see.
I'll look on the website if you don't.
Yeah, but it should be on there. And I try to keep it up, although I don't always, with other organizations, like if they change things, I don't always know. So if they ever cancel a meeting like this, especially the print version,
Oh, cool. Yeah.
like Somos has done that a couple of times, like cancel meetings, and then it's like, well, I printed this like a week and a half ago.
Online stuff is good too. So.
Yeah, well, online is hopefully more up to date, but a number of organizations is really not. We usually update pretty well, but I'm saying like if it's Somos or No More Deaths or things, they don't necessarily notify us to update. So
No More Death doesn't really list their events much.
yeah, I
anyway.
think they've just got the one thing on their website that says every 2 weeks.
Yeah, they're pretty
guys
quiet
want a
about what they
rose?
do.
What's that?
Want a rose? They're free. We're not selling them. We're just trying to spread love and Prophet Muhammad's peaceful message we wrote on the rose.
I like that.
Yeah, so take any color you want.
I'll just take.
Yeah.
What do you had out there?
We wrote some like sayings that our Prophet Muhammad said and proved that he's a peaceful man.
Take advantage of 5 things before 5 things seize you. Your youth before your old age, your health before sickness, your wealth before poverty, your spare time before being busy, and your life before your death. That's cool to me.
Yeah. A lot of times you take time to read them, you realize that, you know, he was an intelligent man and
Yeah.
achieved success.
Cool.
Sure.
Carrying and religious level. Do you want one?
Sure, I'll take one.
Any color you want. I mean, there's a website, so I'm not asking you guys to convert, but you know, power is, or
Well,
knowledge
gives
is
people to think
power.
about things.
So yeah,
Homeless people fed. I feel better now.
are you guys French?
Oh no, I went and fed homeless people.
Oh, okay.
If you have anything
Check.
to say, you can say it
Oh,
online.
are
You're
we-
live right now.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. Well, I'll just tell you what we're doing today. We're trying to spread the message of our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him and his family. Because there's been a lot of negative sentiment right now in the media and a lot of, you know, anti-Islam sentiment. So we're just trying to prove that our religion is one of peace and our Prophet was one of peace who advocated for peace and all-encompassing, you know, love and stuff like that. So
Well, I hope it works out for you because
Can I have
the
a
rich
high five?
don't stay rich unless they can keep supplying
I like
arms to both sides. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
and,
they'll keep stirring things up. It's going to take a lot of psychological changing and the individual people throughout the world before things are actually
you know, and
going to
it's
get
and,
better.
and now that you say that in our religion, you know, about that, like on the Day of Judgment, they said one of the signs before the Day of Judgment was that the poor are asking the rich for money. So it kind of goes on, like in that vein, what you're talking about.
Well,
Talks
from the
about that.
gist I've gotten
We kind
out
of
of
think it's coming to an
the
end.
end time, people will take their gold and throw it in the streets because there won't be any more need for greed, and that's what
I'm
we
all
hope
for redistribution of wealth. We need a diamond shape economy. Jared Diamond.
I like that.
Well, we wish you the best.
Thank you so much. Thanks for being cooperative.
Try to be. Thank you for stopping.
Okay. Did we lose somebody again?
Well, Mickey's just stopping.
He doesn't stay still too long, does he?
He's an active fan.
If we're going to get going, we need to get going.
Well,
Otherwise, we're going to just stand here and look at the loading zone sign.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to know if I'm absolutely something. Well, I wouldn't go that far. Those people are nice. They'll take a rose. Nobody's taking a rose from her. She's getting discouraged.
Oh.
I took one from her. Oh, yay. Don't worry. Some people are mean and like sending the media. Yeah, some people are nice. Some people are mean.
Some people are mean, some people are nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool. Right. I saw some on. Cool. On the Danger. Change it. Now you're jumping in. Too bad. Start over. Cool. I like that.
There's anything on there that's like turned over.
Hey, I like that. And we're coming up on another project, hopefully. So, yeah. Well, 2 days before Veterans Day concert. Yeah. So we may actually do one near Monday.
Huh?
Probably nice. I think we're going to go start at 6 a little earlier, but a lot of probably because they set up way too before. But hopefully they'll arrive.
I got a big nose. You can definitely see.
I had a little hard time getting pictures out there at night outside. It's really dark there.
Yeah.
They don't have much light in here.
That's true. I mean, I wouldn't really know the picture, but they definitely don't have much lighting.
I had to pump the ISO and came up really sky high and came up that green.
But once you got inside, better?
Inside we're
Good when I can
Cool.
lean on it.
And Nathaniel actually
Actually, all they need is to have some more floodlights and they can get together.
that works.
Get some red lights pretty quick. Red lights and color lights.
And the next one may be more of a movie and some speak. So it could be like ASU Greens and Veterans for Peace were supposed to speak. And I invited some Libertarian and Green Party people to speak, and basically the rest of the War Coalition. But we also should have probably 2 bands. And we may be showing the movie Sir No Sir, which is kind of like a documentary on Vietnam resistance.
Oh, there's a movie you guys need to see. It's Cyanide Beach from John Doherty. It's about
that was
the-
actually just played downtown?
Yeah, but it was on the night Clinton showed up, so he only
Okay,
had
yeah.
like 25 people.
Yeah, I was not there.
You should have him come in and show that.
Cool.
Um,
He lives in Tucson, is that right? He lives in Southern Arizona, Southern Arizona, right? Or am I
I'm not
wrong?
sure. It's been shown in Tucson because it's related to the resolution compromise.
Yeah.
So he's kind of exposing the company that's behind that. What
Cool.
they did with it. Gold mines.
Yeah.
What's ridiculous. Hasn't cleaned up after themselves. So that'd be a good one to bring in.
That could work.
It's kind of what you guys do a lot with the mining stuff anyway.
Well, we would be doing a Freeport
Yeah.
protest probably in December.
And that would fit right in.
Yeah. I like it. Cyanide Beach is a good name as well.
It's like 30 minutes documentary. It's
Nice.
short, so it's not real long.
That works. It's a good point. Do you know, is it a point where you physically, like if he approves us to do it but he can't be there, does he physically have to bring a copy of the movie or does it release?
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, they're showing it on KGUN Channel 9 on Sundays. It's not in Tucson.
Yeah.
They're trying to get the Tucson people right.
Right? Is there an action to take at the end of it? Like, is it? Because I mean, there was just kind of like the polluter protection bill that the Sierra Club at least calls. I think.
I'll send you his contact info.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. So,
But that's already passed. So I mean, I know there was some reaction to that. I would like it not to have passed, but the thing that makes like Freeport like
Where's your
water
rose?
broker anything
Where's
where
your
they can sell
rose?
water.
I don't like
You can
roses. They
store
make
water.
my skin itch.
and then there's a new mine one in Florence. You guys heard about that? It's in C2, where they put the acid out on the ground and they're sucking the copper up.
But sure, that's good.
Johnson, you telling me?
Are we expecting more people?
Well, we
For
move.
Facebook, sure, but in real life, I never know. I mean, it's up to us. We've got some masks. We've talked to some people. We've offered a few people masks.
I have more masks in my backpack too.
We've offered some people some flyers. We've handed out a few, but you know, it's up to whoever and whatever they want to do for this. I'm not really a big ref play guy personally, so
Want to start going?
I'm in no way, shape, or form able to do anything outlandish today.
we could literally just give out anonymous masks to random people, and if they take them, I'm good with that. It's shortly before November 5th. If they wear them, it's shortly before Halloween. Like, if you wanted to go and give those to like every homeless person back there, I am fine with that, as long as they like. I think we might be giving them to people, but that would be about it. You know? So So, I mean, whatever people want to do, you know, it's kind of the National Day of Action on Trapwire. Mainly my feeling is we just raise some attention on it. I can throw that out somewhere later.
Just snap off your top thing.
We could even just walk around down Mill Avenue in those, and that could be like, why are they walking around Trapwire? Pretty easy for this one.
That thing does not hold on, Greg.
So you can hang at night on a rest in the store.
You put a rose to it.
Yeah. You want it? I'll hand you the rose. Oh.
That looks like you're here. Nice.
No, I'm making sense.
Cut me a couple of slices of bologna off that thing.
We're gonna head down to the beach stuff.
Cool. We'll be down there eventually. But thank you for stopping in. Sure.
Want a mask? Free, absolutely free. How about you, free mask?
He wants a mask. Kid wants a mask.
You want a mask?
Vicky, you want to give out a second one?
Thank you.
For the other kid?
Hey, does the other one want one?
They're somewhat different, but they work.
Here, Carter, right here, right here. Oh, right here.
This one's a little bit different, so you guys can trade off, right?
Thank you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. In case you're wondering what we're doing, go Google Trapwire. I don't know.
Well, you can hand out flyers if you want to.
I'm okay. Yeah, what the fuck am I
There you
talking
go.
about?
Up to you. There's options. We're prepared for
These are
whatever.
the two flyers.
There's big, there's small.
I would have brought the other tripod if I would have known we were going to be stationary.
Alright, I have a nice day.
It
You?
looks like they're just going to hand out
And
stuff.
are you helping? Yes, you are. You take those. I'm gonna stop people and get them to take masks, and then you guys are gonna fly.
Cool.
Who's that mask man? Let me get a better position.
This fish closed.
Huh?
This fish closed. Oh,
Looks closed. doesn't it?
hey, you want a free mask?
No, thank you.
Free.
Trapwire.
Check it out.
Against surveillance.
There you go.
Against government surveillance. Get a mask against government surveillance.
Become anonymous.
Get a mask against government surveillance. Thank you.
It's something to do. You're having fun.
It's always nice to give away
You
stuff.
want to wear a biohazard suit while you do this, or do you want to be yourself? You want to wear a biohazard suit while you do this, or just want to be yourself?
Biohazard.
Yeah, I purposely bought a phone that doesn't have a camera.
If you're against government surveillance, get a mask. If you're against government surveillance, get a mask.
Oh, I like these better than the ones I got.
Well, keep that one. Just wear it places. Don't like put it in the closet and never wear it again. That's all I ask. Because there's so many people we've given masks to at Occupy to like do
Oh,
that.
dude, I've had like 3 of them and they've all gotten stolen.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa!
Hey.
I'm twice as anonymous as you guys.
One in the back and one in the front.
We don't want anonymous in the back. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
We're up front.
No comments.
No comment.
Gallery.
If you're against government surveillance, take a mask. If you don't believe in government surveillance, get a mask.
We just ask you to wear it.
Government surveillance.
But
It's not just for traffic, they actually do traffic.
Whatever you want.
I'm on it. People boycott.
They watch us all.
There you go.
I've ended my Facebook too.
Oh my god.
Thank you, guys.
Hey.
If you're against
So
government
wanna take-
surveillance, take a mask.
You don't want to be anonymous?
So join Anonymous. We need more members.
You don't even have to do anything. You just have to walk around in the mask.
Yeah, that looks better on you. I like that one better on you. Yeah, now you look more
And
official.
now you fit in with the others.
Yes. A brother in arms, as they say, without arms. But I got a couple of arms.
You sit there
Two
and cut
of
this long stem and just
They're in. It's that's the real market. That's the world that are not these kids.
Take a mask if you're against government surveillance.
Do they want a mask?
If you're against government surveillance, take a mask.
Want to ask?
Get a mask. Oh, she wants a mask.
If you're against government surveillance, get a mask. Oh, she looked pretty. There we go. It's all yours, sweetheart.
She's like, I want to read it.
You want one too?
All right. Way to go, Pepe.
You can't give to one without giving to the other. You know life. If you're against government surveillance, take a mask.
Are we out?
We've got 3 more here.
I guess till we run zero.
4, I believe.
Hey,
You guys government surveillance?
look for what?
Against government surveillance, take a mask.
Against government surveillance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you bet.
Watched by the government? Take a
You
mask.
bet. So what,
Trapwire is the joining of all the surveillance things together so that they can monitor on every front.
Take away our rights.
Yes.
For you.
You know they're
there's
watching.
the,
Of privacy.
DAA, the North, what is it called,
So I purposely bought a phone that doesn't
there's the arms treaty talk going on right now over in, New York. Then there's,
Go, girl.
what is it? The Arms Act, the North, what is it? NDAA? I forget what that means. where they can declare any U.S. citizen a domestic terrorist at any time, no matter what they're doing.
They already got that law passed. We need to
Yeah.
get rid of that law.
Oh, absolutely, but good luck in doing that. Good luck in doing that.
Well, that's what we need. Everybody behind us.
Yeah.
Here's a paper for you.
If you don't believe in government surveillance, get a mask.
They're watching you. Better hide yourself.
Oh, absolutely. I tell you what, those masks are appropriate too, especially after the movie.
November
Yes.
5th is coming up.
No, thank you.
Yes.
Wow.
You know, over in
It's
England,
Velcroed together.
They have cameras on the streets, and they have facial recognition software. You can't go anywhere in England without them tracking where you're going. And these cameras that are on top of the light poles here, they say it's for traffic. But why is it when you stop at a stoplight, you have the camera right down into the driver's compartment of the vehicle? Why is that? Unless, of course, it is to see what you're doing.
Anonymous jogging.
Yes, they want to see who you are.
Yeah. Also, some of these police cars I've noticed have a camera
You know what you should do?
connected
Get
to
one
the
for
trunk,
walk through the
walking
bar.
sideways,
Alcoholics Anonymous.
so they can go through a certain area, and they can check out the license plate number. If they go real slow, if they go slow enough, they can do it real fast through the computer, and they bring up different who that car belongs to and everything about them. Oh, I agree. I agree. It's turning more and more into a police state.
They're
Yes.
watching you. You should hide yourself.
And
Yes.
people have to change. If you don't believe in surveillance, take a mask.
Oh yeah. Yeah, sure.
This guy over here likes a mask.
Sure. I can't ride very well with it. You know, I gotta see where I'm going, but yeah, this is appropriate. Very appropriate.
Yes, too.
Because I enjoyed the movie quite a bit. November. Yes, November.
Good night.
That's it. Bombing of the government building. All right. Good deal. Good deal.
Hide yourself.
What are you doing?
We're against government surveillance.
There's a program called Trapwire.
Trapwire is the combining of all the different surveillance things together. Cameras, phones.
What are you guys doing about it?
Pretty much right now we're just trying to raise awareness. We're getting without masks, you know, we don't have a lot of options.
There you go.
Nice.
There you go.
I don't like
You're looking good there. All right, I like that.
You take care.
All
right.
Have a good day, sir.
I'm good.
At least the world will look more serious. Hopefully for a while.
Last match.
The last mask.
It's free! Take my mask! Wait for somebody to roll by with an open window. That's considered assault.
Yeah, don't throw it at anybody.
My friend got arrested because this dude threw something at him out of his car window. My friend threw something back at him, and the cops arrested my friend for trying to cause, intentionally trying to cause a car wreck or some shit.
I can sort of see that. I mean, I can see a danger at least, like where you would make a law, throw something. Like if I threw this can of soda into a car when somebody was driving with like a full can of soda, that would cause an accident maybe, but not coffee. But that sounds like that's more like two people just playing around.
Hey, first person who can tell me what Guy Fawkes is famous for gets a free mask.
He blew up Parliament.
Wrong.
He wanted to.
Actually, do you guys know what trapwire is?
I can't hear you through the mask.
You know what trapwire is?
Trapwire?
Yeah. This is the government correlating all their ability to spy upon us. Yes, they have information. And even though you guys were kind of right. Oh, yeah, you got pizza party, dude.
Oh, really?
You win.
Boom.
But yeah, so we're out here trying to raise awareness to let people know that it's kind of odd that Big Brother wants to watch it that closely.
Well, it certainly exists.
Basically, what this is going to do is give them the right to just, randomly access your camera phone. Look what you're doing. Randomly activate the microphones.
Use
all
your
that shit that you
GPS
saw
in
in
your
the
phone
Batman
to
movie.
track you.
Oh, no, certainly.
That's what they want to do, shit like that, and we're out here trying to, raise awareness so that people understand that we can fight back against this. We have a right to privacy.
Oh, we certainly do.
Like I mean, if you think about this, all right, how many times have you been, sitting at a stoplight, you scratch your ass, you do something else equally embarrassing that you don't think anybody's watching, but they are.
Oh, certainly.
You know what I mean?
It exists.
Well, thank you very much.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Guys, take a flyer. You might want to read it. Well, we are now officially out of masks.
We're out of mask.
Flyer guys, there's a few there. They're upside down somewhat, but
Flyer? I bet you're tired of being watched by Big Brother.
And that's what that's all about. More Big Brother.
that's a really long flyer in my opinion, but it was already made by another Occupy, so.
Well, you need to give people information if they're going to understand what it's about.
True, it is definitely informative, but I like small.
Something to read. Information about how our government's watching us.
Hey, I need to take a cigarette break.
Cool. If you can smoke through the mask, extra points from nowhere.
Yeah, you're going to have to drill a little round hole in it so that you can put a cigarette in. That'd be funny.
Yeah. Rita put her fake eyelashes on her mask.
Craftsmanship in action. Don't cut your finger on the other side of the mask by accident.
Think it's good?
About to find out.
You want to go throw those out somewhere? Cool.
Wait, I have another handful.
Not bad.
Hi.
Oh, we're around by the trash can and return. See, she's wearing the mask still. Yep. Got her flyer?
So how's this experiment working?
It'll work.
Is it getting you your lips? Oops. Some behind you too. Oh, nothing. Never mind. I just see blue. You need a helping hand.
Close, but not quite there.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
Alright, forget it.
But it was a good idea. Now you have like a slightly different mask, so it's kind of interesting, you know.
Do you know why we're wearing these? Go Google Trapwire.
Trapwire?
Wait, here, we have one more flyer. Go look that up. It's all about invasion of privacy.
Do we want to try and go down to the slut walk if we're out? Going in there, or what's the problem? Basically, the idea is it protests the idea that when women get raped, very often we're told that they were dressed in a slutty way. They're sluts, they deserved it, sort of, they caused it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So, I've never really liked the name. I mean, I think like people see that name and they should probably just avoid the event.
Well, I had a completely different idea.
Yeah. So, I mean, I like the message. I really think it needs like a longer, more informative title or something. Like even just slut walk ... and then
Or I like women dressed provocatively to show you that it's not okay to rape.
yeah, there you go. That works. What's the abbreviation of that? Well, we can do that. We can stay here. We can talk to random
Where's that
people.
going on?
Just up the ways at Tippy Beach Park. I think it's supposed to turn into a march, but I think they're supposed to talk first. So they'll be there for a little while. You guys want to come along?
Are you going in?
Well, that's the next sort of.
We only have 1 hour, so then we gotta rush off to something else.
Ah.
So we'll come with you for the hour.
Like just 1 hour for parking, or?
Well, no, it's just 1 hour because we were supposed to be from 1 to 3.
Yeah.
That's what we scheduled.
That works. Let's see if I can find it.
Occupy!
Yeah, I may be stuck here for
Is this the other group here?
Well, this is the A group. She may be in the second group back there.
Maybe we're gonna try and put the mask on our dog too. He might, you never know. Oh, I just put it in.
We gonna go over there?
She is back there. She's just further back. Hey. We can go if you guys want to. I don't know if they want you to come, but I just need to let her know I'm over here because I got her bag. We grab bags and I'll come join.
Well, we're just going to be here 2 an hour. That's it. Another 40, 50 minutes, 5 minutes, and we're out of here. That's what I told them. We're only doing it 2 hours. That's it. And then we're over. So when it ends, we're in. Because our setup schedule was for only 2 hours on this live stream that we set up.
Down with our file.
Cool.
All right. All opinions are welcome. We love it. You're live right now, so speak your mind.
I voted for the New World Order.
Don't make me laugh, please.
I'm one of 26 families.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, can you lend me a buck?
You need it? It's right in the red truck right around the corner.
Why? Because I don't like. What shit they put in my head? I don't know.
Honey, we're anonymous. We're the people that actually are against the government.
I know. But fuck the government.
Thank you. I'm white. Tony.
I don't like to be on camera, yo.
Cool.
Okay.
I don't like to be on camera, dude.
That's why he moved
All right.
it. That's why he moved it. Calm down.
Well, then why don't we
But
just
I'm
go?
gonna head off to Slut Walk if people want to, or
Give me a second.
I think they don't want to be on camera, so
Yeah.
we're just going to go.
cool. But I'm planning to head up there anyways. I just had to grab Cactus Header bag.
I'll meet you down there.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, they don't want to be on camera. Yes.
Well, not everybody does.
We don't want to annoy people.
Right. You good to go?
Post it. Yes.
Tony.
Yes. As soon as this is finished, it should be posted.
What's going on?
All right, it's done.
Cool. You posted the video of us out there.
Nice.
All right.
Cool.
Tony.